First period was a lot of special teams. Second period was pretty 5-on-5. Third period was all power play. So got to save the legs a little bit in the third, but it was a great great first 40. I mean, even in the third we played super well and super disciplined, just like a veteran older team who's been here. This is our third time at it. We just it's a series, and you got to stick up for each other, but got to be smart too. So we were thought it was great that guys are sticking up for each other, and at the end of the day, it's just a big win, and it's just one game.
So was it about imposing your will in this game? This team imposing your will on home ice coming out?
Yeah, I don't know. We just want to protect home ice and play well in front of our fans, and it feels like we've been on the road all playoffs, which we have been. So it's nice to come back here and play well in front of our fans. They deserve it.
6 different goal scorers tonight. What can you say about the balanced effort? 6 different goal scorers.
Yeah, I mean thought everybody had a great game. Played simple, hard, fast, physical, and supported each other and up and down the ice. And when we do that, it makes it easier on each other.
Was it a typical San Bennett goal, like going with 2 big body checks before being able of getting on the breakaway?
Yeah, I came on late. I saw the one great hit, and then I think Lusty blocked the shot, which sprung Benny, and then an unreal move. Just all in all, it was a really good shift by those two especially, and I had the best seat in the house for the goal. It was awesome.
Do you think you forced them to lose their composure? Is that one of the things?
No,
tough to play against?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we just went out there, played hockey. We're physical when we needed to be, just supported pucks. We talked about it in the third. If you have to take a punch, take a punch. If you have to take a cross check, take a cross check. Spear, slash in the face, whatever the case is. You've got to take it. And I mean, we spent the whole period on the power, and we're able to put in a couple insurance ones. But when the time needed, where we needed to stick up for each other, it was there. But we just played a really smart game, and that's really it.
Did you think you frustrated them and what happened in the third period?
No, I mean I don't think so. I mean, we just, like I just said, played our game, our style, stuck up for each other when needed to. But like I just said, we talk about it. If you have to take a punch in the face, you got to do it. Cross check, slash in the face, whatever the case is. I mean, we just, it's a series, and you got to stick up for each other. But it's nice on the power play too.
And that's your brand. That's the Panthers brand. You don't want to get a track meet with them.
No, I mean, I don't think anybody does. There's no need for 4-on-4 or matching stuff, and I mean, we're not gonna scare them by doing something at the end of the game or whatever. It's a series. You stick up for each other, and just in a game like that, it's out of reach. Just be smart. We need guys for the next game, and there's no need to risk anything, and if they want to do it, they can, but just stick up for each other.
Matthew, just how
Early to kind of set the stage for this team in this way.
Yeah, it was tight game, definitely. After first period, half of the second, so it's still like even the goals. They got good team, they got good offense, good defense. So it's a battle.
Sergei, when they're killing penalties early like that, and you're seeing a lot of pucks early, what does that do for yourself and settling into the game?
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to build the moment and trying to stay in the moment, and help the guys to win the moment.
Sergei, after the Oilers got 8 goals in the first 2 games, what do you think changed tonight that you guys were able to shut them down as well as you did?
I mean, they still made a good plays. They played great in their home. They play great here. So it's a good team, and we had the good PK. We had the good sticks. Guys played hard. Played our hockey.
Sergei, what about your play? 84 saves in the first 2 games, another 32 tonight. Where are you at right now? You in that zone?
Yeah, I mean, I just one at a time. One moment at a time. I don't think too much. It's a Stanley Cup final. I appreciate the opportunity and value the opportunity to play. And yeah, it's just it's a privilege to be here.
Sergei, when there's like a line brawl like that, like there was in the third period, and you're on the other side of the ice, obviously, just what's going through your mind?
No, nothing. You just I mean, like it's part of the game. So.
Does it bother you when you got pushed down tonight? There was a penalty there. It seemed like they were trying to be more physical.
No, it's all right. It's also I appreciate the respect, but it's part of the game. They're gonna do that, and it's all right. I mean.
What a wild game on the way that thing ended. What do you think about you guys being able to pull Edmonton and 10 into playing your style of game tonight?
I don't really know if we did that. I think we just kind of stick to our game. I don't really think that's they have a different style than us, and it got away at the end, and that's kind of what happened.
Yeah, you talk a little bit about that second. You guys were able to get those 2 quick goals. How big was that to open it up, making it a 4-1 game?
Yeah, obviously, when you have a lead in the game, you don't want to change the way you play, and definitely Rhino's goal was huge. Benny's goal was huge, and getting the lead and kind of extending it. The next goal is always the biggest one, and yeah, we had a good second.
How big was the crowd tonight? Marchand scored so early, then they were just out of their seats the entire game.
Yeah, we love playing at home. They're always electric. They always bring the energy. It's such a loud building, and we love our fans. Love playing in front of them, and I expect more of it in the next game.
Could you understand, like you talked about it going to the third, like if you got to take a stick in the face, take a stick in the face, you did. Like what happened on that play, and like what do you think led to it?
Honestly, I don't really know what led to it. I think maybe the score of the game, but it's hard to say. That's kind of what happens in games. They get away, and sometimes you got to take a stick in the face.
Is that one thing you're good at? I mean, you guys are hard to play against. You're frustrating to play against. Do you think you forced that then to lose their match?
I can't really comment on what they did. Honestly, we just try and stick to the way we play, and that's kind of what we did in the first 2. It kind of got away in the third, but it's kind of what happens.
Yet another goal from Sam Bennett. What can you say about the run he's had for you guys?
Yeah, he's awesome. I mean, he brings so much to the table with his physical play. He's so fast, and obviously scores huge goals in the playoffs for us. So he's a hell of a player, and I'm so happy for him. And he's a huge game player.
You got some big goals in these playoffs too, right? I mean, how you feeling this postseason?
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, I feel like our whole group is we're kind of waiting for the postseason, and kind of gets a little bit of a juice and excitement. So, yeah, I mean, it feels good to get the win, and the job's not done though.
You kind of talked about that during the regular season, right? We talked about when the playoffs start, Kurt will be right. Did you feel that way, that it just was a whole new world?
I think, yeah, the regular season, we played a lot of hockey over the last couple of years, and it's tough. Some games were tough, and to get your mind right and into the fight and the battle, and it was honestly really good, I think, for our group to kind of push ourselves and challenge ourselves. But I think once we got into the playoffs, it kind of just everything kind of fell into place.
To get off the power play, Schneid at home specifically, I know it's kind of one of those odd droughts, but any rhyme or reason tonight?
Oh, I didn't even know we were on it. So I think it's just maybe what happens, the flow of the game, and yeah, at home we love playing at home. But I mean, to get a goal in the power play is huge for our momentum. But I can't really say it's really a power play Schneid at home. I didn't even know that. So yeah.
Mark, you get to start early too. How important was that for you to get that early goal for you guys?
Yeah, playing with the lead's huge. I think it definitely both teams want to have good starts and get your foot in the door and kind of play with the lead. So I think Marshy has been huge all playoffs for us, and for him to get the first one was really big.
You guys are up 5-1 there late in the third, and Thomas Nosek just has a huge block on the penalty kill. What does it say about the culture of this team when guys are still doing that in a game that seems out of hand out of the point?
Yeah, that's the kind of player he is. I think he puts his body on the line every game. He plays so hard for us, and huge PK minutes, really good things that don't really get appreciated. So that's one of those things that Nosey does for us, and he's been awesome all year in all playoffs. So.
Barca makes that play, forces a turnover. Reinhardt scores. I don't think you guys are winning the Stanley Cup, but those two guys aren't helping you on the score sheet, contributing in that type of way. How big is that for you guys to get from them?
Yeah, I think it's kind of a whole team mentality with our group. I think, yeah, to get there's a huge goal at a huge time, and to extend the lead in the second, and Barkey obviously got on the puck, made a huge play, and Rhino with a nice finish. So it was definitely a huge time to go ahead 3-1.
Does that look like a typical Sam Reinhardt?
Yeah, I mean, he has such a good shot, and I didn't actually see the replay. I was kind of below the goal line, but I'll watch it, and he has such a good shot, such a good release, and he can get the puck up so quick. So it's kind of what he does.